everybody. Decided to do a quick review vid on film that eluded me for a long time, and you probably saw me talk a little bit about it in my last update. But film is Savage Streets, and it's just for sure classic '80s exploitation. Film came out in 1984. It's directed by Danny Steinman, who I have always known from directing my personal favorite of the Friday the 13th sequels. And once again, you know, you call me crazy, whatever you want. It's which actually, let me take that back. Let me take that back. It's not my number one favorite of the sequels. It's probably number two, but it's probably also the one that I've watched the most, just because I find it so fucking hilarious. But anyway, he directed Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. And usually every Friday the 13th I watch that one in Part 7, just because, I don't know, those are just my two favorites. I'm not going to apologize for shit. Fuck you if you don't like it. But anyway, uh, back to this film. He directed that. It stars Linnea, or sorry, let's start right. It stars Linda Blair, as you can see on the cover. Also stars Linnea Quigley. Shit, I hate to do that. Okay, John Vernon. Couldn't remember his fucking name for a minute, but John Vernon. Uh, yeah, just classic stars of the '80s. It has a few other people in it, but none that I think really stand out as much as those three. But anyway, to move on, just talk about the film. It's movie starts out. It's just teenagers doing what teenagers do in this world. Pretty sure, yeah, it takes place in L.A. And yeah, basically, Linda Blair's sister, Linnea Quigley, is deaf and mute, and her and her friends are all partying one night, and these four douchebags, these punks that drive around in this, it's like a '58 Chevy or something like that or whatever, but they're driving, not paying attention, and they almost run over Linda Blair's sister, and they kind of have words and whatnot, and he's like, well, I honked the horn, and they're like, she's deaf, you fucking dumbass. But anyway, one thing leads to another, and they steal these guys' car. They're this convertible, and they drive past them screaming and yelling, and the guys chase them. And eventually, when they find their car, it's been trashed. I mean, they dumped all kinds of trash and shit in it. They didn't wreck it or anything. They just dumped tons of trash in there. But anyway, so these guys decide to exact, some sort of sick, fucked up revenge by raping Linnea Quigley, which is Linda Blair's sister. And just to step off track for a minute, there's so many funny lines in the movie. The go fucking iceberg scene, you can find that one on YouTube. Just YouTube search Savage Streets. I can go fucking iceberg. That shit's funny. But one of the funniest things in the movie that had me dying laughing, I had to rewind it like twice, is when the girls go looking for Linnea Quigley. Linnea Quigley was dancing around in the gymnasium by herself when guys start kind of talking to her and whatnot, and they eventually take her off in the bathrooms and do the deed. But anyway, they're walking around, and like one of the girls, or maybe even a couple of them, are like screaming her name, and another one of the girls speaks up, and she's like, "What are you screaming her name for? She's deaf, you fucking idiot!" And I lost it. I was laughing my ass off so hard. I had to rewind it like 2 or 3 times. It was so fucking funny, because it's right. Like, why are you fucking yelling for her? She's fucking deaf. But anyway, a few other crazy things go down, and basically it comes down to Linda Blair single-handedly running through these guys, taking revenge, and just going all out crazy. Cheesy lines, cheesy hair, cheesy fucking outfits, and all that shit. But it's just fun. It's a blast. So highly recommended if you have the ways and means to check it out or get it. It's very expensive because this is out of print, far out of print. and we'll go through and show everything inside. Features-wise, it says new interviews with stars Linda Blair, Linnea Quigley, Johnny Vinegar, I guess that's how you say his name, Robert Dreyer, and producer John Strong. 3 audio commentaries. Commentary 1 with actors Sal Landy, Robert Dreyer, and director of photography Stephen Posey. Commentary 2 with director Danny Steinman. And commentary 3 with producer John Strong, actors Robert Dreyer, and Johnny Vinegar. Which, yeah, why do they got... anyway, I don't know why they got fucking same people on there. We didn't get a commentary with Linda Blair, which sucks. But anyway, it also has some trailers on there, so then the back is there. Because all the artwork on the front and back is completely different on the inner sleeve itself, so and pop it out. It's disc 2 there. Flip her around. Disc 2 and disc 1. We have like a little insert here with some different stuff. This one down at the bottom says that's the theatrical poster. Then on the inside here we have an international poster and a Pakistan poster with what looks like a alternate title. It says 5 Deadly Angels, which makes no sense whatsoever because the other girls have nothing to do with the revenge aspect. And then we have various posters and the soundtrack album, which is as well highly collectible because it hasn't really been widely released on vinyl or compact disc. So, but like I said, all in all, great set if you have the ways and means to pick it up, or if you already have it. But okay, film-wise, I guess to judge the film out of 5, I'm gonna give the movie a 3 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. You got to take it for what it is. It's 80s. It's cheesy. It's low budget. They almost shut it down mid-production, stuff like that. So they had a rough time with it. The features on the DVD is like giving a rating for the DVD in and of itself. I give it a 2.5. It is nice having those interviews, but there was no interview with the director. And it's nice having those commentaries, and there's a commentary with the director, but then no commentary with Linda Blair, so it's not like the full package. I mean, you get an interview with Linda Blair, but no commentary. You get a commentary with the director, no interview. So, I guess you gotta, pick and choose your battles. But anyway, having, like, there's 2 trailers on there. There's a trailer for Savage Streets and a trailer for Final Exam or some shit. But anyway, yeah, that's the rating, that's the package, and just want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope to do more of these soon. So that's it. Thanks, and see you next time.